At Autism Behavior Services Incorporated, we pride ourselves on being up to date in the field of applied behavior analysis, or ABA. ABA is a term that parents who have children with special needs will be hearing a lot throughout their journey. A question we often hear is, what is ABA? Behavior analysis is a scientific study of both human and non-human behavior and learning. It consists of three major branches: behaviorism, the experimental analysis of behavior, and applied behavior analysis. Behaviorism is the philosophy that all behavior is performed or acquired in relation to the environment. The experimental analysis of behavior uses assumptions of behaviorism to study relationships between behavior and the environment under laboratory conditions. Applied behavior analysis, ABA, what ABSI focuses on, is the study and application of principles of behavior discovered through the experimental analysis of behavior to socially significant behaviors in the natural environment. Basically, how does an individual react to the world around them? How are they affected by changing events and situations? In 1968, Bear, Wolf, and Risley defined ABA in terms of 7 dimensions. They first determined that ABA is applied, meaning that it deals with behaviors that are of value to families, communities, and society at large in relation to the subject of study. ABA is behavioral, meaning that it studies actions or behaviors that are observable and measurable. They note that ABA is analytic, meaning that it requires an objective demonstration that the behavior change observed was caused by the procedure. ABA thus uses a variety of experimental controls to design studies in a way that eliminates confounding factors and demonstrates that the behavior changes along with the procedure. Rather than statistical analysis, ABA uses experimental controls, such as demonstrating that the behavior decreases when a procedure is introduced and returns to higher rates when that procedure is withdrawn. For example, a child who gets upset when they don't get the food they want might not act the way when they are given choices of other foods instead of being told they only have one choice. Or their anxiety about when they might get that food will be lessened, and they might be open to other foods in the meantime. They go on to describe ABA as technological. This means that all procedures in ABA are described completely, such that they can be carried out by anyone with the appropriate training and resources. They identify ABA as a conceptual system. This means that, in addition to completely describing the procedures used, it identifies the concepts or principles from the experimental analysis of behavior upon which the procedures are based. This helps to make ABA part of a conceptual system of behavior analysis, such that it may be developed and grown in a meaningful way. A person who may have been upset when going to the doctor may eventually grow to tolerate it. So now we need to find other environments that challenge them and figure out ways for the person to tolerate or generalize that experience as well. Bear, Wolf, and Risley then state that ABA is effective, meaning that the procedures used produce large effects of practical value in ways that are both time and cost efficient. Finally, they describe ABA as having generality, meaning that the effects of the procedures are long-lasting and appear across a variety of environments. This allows positive behaviors to be maintained, negative behaviors to be managed, and for the person to have a toolbox of emotional resources they can use for the rest of their lives. Companies that provide treatment based on applied behavior analysis use procedures shown to be effective in the ABA research literature. These programs are applied and behavioral in that they address measurable behaviors that are of value to each client and the communities in which they participate. Staff implementing ABA programs take data throughout intervention to either demonstrate the effectiveness of the procedures or allow for analysis of the procedures such that they can be modified as needed. All interventions used in an ABA program will be technological in that they are completely described and also conceptually systematic. Care is taken to ensure that all procedures are effective and that they produce results with generality. If you are interested in learning more about ABA or career opportunities in the field, please call us at 1-855-581-0100.